Why are you drinking driving down the road?
I'm not drinking driving. I'm just trying to go home.
So who's drinking the beer? She's got a wine. Why would she drink wine and beer?
She's drinking. I'm just going home. You know, got an argument.
Alright, listen, alright. All that aside, I need to make sure you're safe to drive, alright?
I'm safe to drive.
How much have you had to drink?
I have one day.
For the entire evening, you don't have one beer.
I'm safe.
Alright, do you have any medical conditions that would affect your ability to walk, balance, or operate a vehicle safely? When you come to walking in those shoes?
Yes.
Alright, do you have any weapons on you?
No, I don't.
Is it okay if I just pat you down real quick and turn around face away from you, please? Alright, turn around and talk to me. On a scale from 1 to 10, with 1 being completely sober, 10 being very impaired, how do you feel?
I feel great. I had one beer.
Did you hear what I asked you?
Yes.
Did you understand what I asked you?
Yes.
On a scale from 1 to 10, with 1 being completely sober, 10 being very impaired, how would you rank how you feel? Alright, I'll ask you again. On a scale from 1 to 10, with 1 being completely sober and 10 being very impaired, do you understand? How would you rank how you feel? Are you not understanding the question? Am I phrasing it improperly? Do you understand what I'm asking? On a scale from 1 to 10. So an answer would be anywhere from 1 to 10. Anywhere in between, right? Scale from 1 to 10. 1 being completely sober, 10 being very impaired. How do you feel? A 2. Okay. So you still maybe a little buzzed, but not drunk?
No, I'm not drunk. No, I'm not.
Okay. And you haven't taken any medication? No drugs?
No drugs.
All right. Wait right here. I'm going to turn my lights off, okay? I'd like to do some field sobriety tests, make sure you're safe to drive. Is that all right? Huh?
I'm trying to just go home.
Do what to you? Make sure you're safe to drive?
Yeah, I'm safe to drive.
You don't want me to do that to you?
I just want to go home, man.
We need to make sure that you're...
I'm safe to drive. I just was speeding. I'm sorry.
People tell me that all the time and they're wasted, all right?
But I'm not wasted.
I'm not saying you are, but I need to make sure for your safety and the safety of everybody else on the road, all right? You're speeding. All right, the roads are wet. You lied to me about not drinking, which is a crime in itself. You got an open container in the vehicle. Okay.
I just got my license back. I got a CDL. I'm trying to get back.
All right.
I'm trying to do the right thing.
But my responsibility is to make sure that you're safe and drive. You can beg, you can plead, you can tell me you want to get home, but I have to make sure that you're going to get there safely. All right?
Can she drive? She has a license.
She's been drinking too.
I just got her. I just got her from the grocery.
Hold on. Let me go turn my lights off. I'll come right back and talk to you. Okay? Sir? No, you know, she's smoking a cigarette right now. Okay. All right, you stand right here for me. Just face me. Put your feet together, hands up on your side. All right, do you have any problems with your eyes, brain, anything like that? All right. Can you see the tip of my finger? Yes. All right, just want you to look at the tip of my finger, follow it with your eyes without moving your head. Do you understand? Yes. All right.
I got
Stay focused on the tip of my finger. We're gonna go down and up. Keep your head still low and hit your eyes. Stand right here where my light is, facing my car. Right, put your feet together, hands down by your side. Don't start anything until I tell you to begin, okay? Imagine a straight line coming off of your left foot. Take your right foot, put it heel to toe in front of your left foot, just like this. Go ahead and do that now. Keep your hands by your side. Hold that position until I tell you to start. Don't begin until I tell you to. Do you understand? All right, you're going to take a series of 9 heel-to-toe steps, counting them out loud.
God, why is this happening to me?
Well, because you're...
I'm just taking it home.
All right, well,
I had one beer.
Because you're speeding, you've been drinking. I want to make sure you're safe to drive.
I promise you, safe. We're going straight home right now.
Your promises don't mean anything to me, all right? I got to make sure that you're safe to drive, all right? So, get back in that starting position with your right foot heel to toe in front of your left. Don't break the position again, all right? Don't start anything until I tell you to. Do you understand?
I'm not going to be able to do it.
Why?
Because I'm tired. I've been stressing. I'm in a triangle with her and somebody else. I've been arguing. I haven't slept. I'm tired.
Well, surely this is waking you up, right?
Yeah.
You're not about to fall asleep on me? All right, so you should be able to do this unless you're impaired. All right, get back in that starting position with your right foot heel to toe in front of your left. Don't break the position again, all right? Hold that position until I tell you to start. Don't begin until I tell you to. Do you understand? All right, you're going to take a series of 9 heel-to-toe steps, counting them out loud. 1, 2, 3. I took 3 steps. You're going to go all the way to 9. When you get to 9, leave your lead foot planted. Take a series of small steps to turn yourself around and take 9 more heel-to-toe steps. 1, 2, 3, all the way until 9. While you're doing that, keep your hands by your side. Look down at your feet. Count your steps out loud so that I can hear them. And don't stop walking until you completed the test. Do you understand? Do you have any questions about how to complete the test? Or how to perform the test? All right, get back in that. Huh?
I'm asking for a break, please. I'm just going to go home.
You told me that, all right? Now, are you willing to do the test?
If I'm not, what?
Well, then I have to make a determination based off of what I've already seen.
I'm fine. I'm going to go home.
Listen, everybody tells me that they're fine, all right?
I got to see you on I'm trying to lose.
Sir,
please.
Will you
begging you.
Sir, will you do the test for me?
I'm begging you, officer. I'm begging you.
Sir,
please.
are you
I'm
willing
just trying to change my life over. Please, I'm trying to just take her home, and that's it. And I'm staying home.
Are you afraid that you're going to fail the test?
I don't know. I don't want to fail, man. Please, I'm asking you. I'm fine, man.
Is there something that makes you think that you're going to fail the test?
I got anxiety. I'm going through a low triangle with her, and I'm afraid. Yes, I'm afraid.
Okay.
I don't want to fail and lose my license. I just got it back January.
If you've had one beer like you're telling me, which, I mean,
January.
you've been lying to me this whole time already.
I just got it back January,
Listen,
I'm asking you,
listen. If you've had one beer,
can she drive? I'll get up from under the wheel.
Listen, quit interrupting me. If you've had one beer like you're telling me, and it's not another lie, then you should have no problem doing these tests.
I don't want to fail and lose.
Why would you fail?
I just picked her up.
Why would you fail? Listen, are you willing to perform the walk and turn test for me?
She drive?
No. Are you willing to do the walk and turn test for me?
I don't want to fail, officer. I got a CDL license.
Listen, I don't want you to fail either.
She can drive. I just picked her up.
I don't want you to fail either. I want to make sure you're safe to drive. Listen, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. Do you want to do it or not?
I don't want to fail, man. Lose my license.
It's a yes or no. Do you want?
I don't got a tag yet.
I'm not going to keep going back and forth with you all night. Do you want to do it?
If I failed, I'm arrested.
Do you want to try the test or not?
No, I don't.
Okay. Would you like to do another test?
What do you do, then?
All right, so you don't want to do the walk and turn test?
No,
all right. Will you do the one leg stand test? Well, if you're going to do what I want you to, do you want to do the walk and turn test? Will you do the walk and turn test for me?
What do you want me to do? What's in?
I'm asking you, will you do the walk and turn test? The one I just demonstrated. Will you do that test? Are you willing to do that test?
Why can't she just drive, man? I'll get from under the wheel.
gotta determine if you were safe to be driving in the first place. Listen, the begging's not gonna work, so just cut it out, all right? Are you willing to do the walk and turn test for me?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Will you do the one leg stand test? Do you want me to demonstrate that one? All right. Stay with your feet together, hands down by your side. You're gonna pick whichever foot you're most comfortable with. Doesn't matter which one. Don't start anything until I tell you to. All right. I'm just gonna demonstrate. You pick whichever foot you're most comfortable with. It doesn't matter which one. Raise that foot approximately 6 inches above the ground, keeping both legs straight and your foot parallel to the ground. Look at your toe and count out loud. 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on until I tell you to stop. While you're doing that, keep your hands by your side. Focus on your toe and count out loud as I instruct you. Don't start yet. Don't start yet. All right? Do you understand all the instructions? This is. You understand?
I'll give her she can drive, man.
I haven't done anything to you. I'm just making sure.
Let her drive. Just let her get the wheel, man. I'm sitting on the passenger side.
Listen, I'm not doing anything to you. I'm making sure you're safe to drive.
I'm not going to drive. Let her drive.
You were driving.
I understand, but can you let her drive, please?
Maybe.
Can you let her drive,
Maybe.
please?
It depends. All right. Do you understand the instructions for the test?
Oh, my God. Jesus.
Do you understand the instructions?
Can you let her drive, man?
Are you just ignoring what I'm asking you? Do you understand the
I will get from behind the wheel.
Do you understand the instructions? Yes or no? Okay. Are you willing to perform the test? Why?
Because I don't want to. I've had one beer.
Because what?
I had one beer and I don't want to lose my CDL license.
Why would you lose your CDL license
Because
over one beer? Huh?
I got robbed.
Why would you fail it if you've had one beer?
I have a lot of anxiety. I'm going through a love triangle right now. Just let her take the wheel. I'll get behind the wheel now.
Yeah. So we could just do something that your anxiety won't affect. Will you do a breath test for me?
No, I'm not going to do a breath test.
Okay.
Because I had one beer and I got a CDL license of .04. I know that. And one beer is...
No, that's only when you're driving a commercial vehicle.
No, it's when you're driving a regular...
Listen, don't tell me what the law is, okay? I'm a DUI expert. I know the law. All right, so don't try to tell me how to do my job, all right? I appreciate it. So, all right.
Can she just drive? I'll get behind the passenger side.
Listen to me, all right? You're putting me in a position where I'm going to have to make a decision based off of what I've already seen. I've got you speeding, all right? You're speeding in unsafe conditions. The roads are wet. You lied to me about drinking. You've got an open container in the vehicle. You are exhibiting indicators of impairment, and you're refusing to do any tests for me so that I can make sure you're actually safe to drive.
I'm not driving anymore. I'll give it a wheel, man.
You were driving.
I understand, but I'll give it a wheel, man.
If I went to a domestic and somebody said, well, yeah, I beat my wife, but I'm not beating her anymore, can you just leave me alone? Would that work? No, it wouldn't. All right, so are you willing to do any tests for me?
I'm giving it a wheel.
Here, put your hands behind your back.
No, okay. I'll take
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
I'll try to
Put
test.
your hands behind your back. Do not pull away from me. Put your hand behind your back right now. Hey, put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind, don't pull away. Then put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not resisting.
Yes, you are.
I'm not resisting.
Calm down, Charles.
But I'm not resisting.
Charles, calm down.
I'm not resisting.
Quit pulling away from me.
Okay.
Charles, calm down.
1021 radio. Head 1 resisting. Start me another unit in the supervisor, please. My black male in custody. Make my signal 27 and start me in 85. South, a little north of Hubert.
Look at me like that, man.
Quit moving. Quit moving. All over it. Kick your feet in. Just kick your feet in. Stand. All right. You're under arrest for DUI. I'm going to read something to you, okay? I need you to listen.
You take the test for DUI.
The state of Georgia has conditioned your privilege to drive upon the highways of this state upon your submission to state-administered chemical tests of your blood, breath, urine, or other bodily substances for the purpose of determining if you are under the influence of alcohol or drugs. If you refuse this testing, your Georgia driver's license or privilege to drive on the highways of this state will be suspended for a minimum period of 1 year. Your refusal to submit to blood or urine testing may be offered into evidence against you at trial. If you submit to testing and the results indicate an alcohol concentration of 0.08 grams or more, your Georgia driver's license or privilege to drive on the highways of the state may be suspended for a minimum period of 1 year. After first submitting to the requested state tests, you're entitled to additional chemical tests of your blood, breath, urine, or other bodily substances at your own expense and for qualified personnel of your own choosing. Will you submit to the state-administered chemical tests of your blood and breath? Will you submit to the state-administered chemical test your blood and breath? All right. Quit pulling away from me.
Why are you being so aggressive with me?
Because you keep resisting and pulling away from me. Quit.
I've been so honest and upfront.
You haven't. You've been lying to me from the get-go.
Like that.
Listen, will you submit to the state-administered chemical test of
Why
your
you
blood and
slamming
breath?
like that, man?
Because you keep pulling away from me and resisting.
I was talking to you.
I told you 3 times, put your hands behind your back. You kept turning around and pulling away from me. Will you submit to the state-administered chemical test of your blood and breath?
I commend you for your job, okay?
Will you submit to the state-administered?
I commend you for your
All
job.
right, that's a refusal.
I commend you for your job.
That's all.
commend you for your job.
Thank you. Do you have anything in your pockets?
I commend you for your job, okay? Good job, officer.
Thank you. Have a seat.
My shoulder. I want you to know that. Got my shoulder.
A little bit before the Buford Highway southbound Interstate 5. Do you need an ambulance? Huh?
You dislocated my shoulder. You shouldn't have slammed me like that. I didn't.
Do you need an ambulance?
Why are you putting my on my shoulder?
Do you need an ambulance? I was a little south of you, so you probably have to come from Northwood Hills. Sir, do you need an ambulance?
You hurt my shoulder, man. You know what? I'm just going to deal with it.
Okay.
You know?